Okay, then hello there, everybody, and welcome. It's been a while since we watched Business Basics, but I was like, hey, let's watch them. Hold on. Wait a minute. Is this the video I clicked on? I thought it was longer. It was this one. Okay, then I'll just do this one next. But yeah, this one's very short. Russian historian predicts how Russia's war in Ukraine will end. I missed a lot, bro. I didn't keep up with it, and there's over like 30 videos, so I'm sorry I skipped a lot.
Russia could still very well
Check out his channel
missile
though,
strikes and bombing Ukraine
if you want to see
years
the
into
ones
the
I
future.
missed. But yeah,
But to see this really scare them, and I think it really did create jitters. This would destroy the country, and I think that's what Putin plans. China's got a lot of problems at the municipal level, especially in the banking sector. There's a lot of serious structural problems in the economy of China, and they've got to deal with that themselves. The Chinese are becoming increasingly irritated by Russia, and I don't see them being willing to lend much more of a hand. If Russia collapses internally, the war will end. Putin government is more interested in keeping Putin popular and so they keep with the public expenditures. Those public expenditures are creating a bubble, and that bubble is going to burst. If 10 Russians die today or 20 Russians die, it won't end the war any sooner. What will end the war sooner is if...
This is a clip from a podcast we did for our second channel. If you guys enjoy these kinds of interviews, please let me know down in the comments so we can continue to do more of them.
oh,
You've been following Russia and Putin for a while, so I want to get your thoughts on like the possibilities or possible ways you see this war ending. Like, how do you, if there is any possible way?
So there's two ways that the war can really end. The one way
They
that we
run out
talk
of
about
money?
the most and sort of dominates the airwaves
or they
is,
win.
we need to arm Ukraine now so Ukraine can beat the Russians out of the country, which is good. And we should definitely arm
Ukraine wins.
So
Either side wins, or
but I think
they
it's
run
very
out of money.
short-sighted. In short, U.S. intelligence, Western intelligence as a whole, and Putin himself has affirmed that his objectives have not changed since the launch of the war, which essentially is to crush Ukraine, to prevent it from becoming a sovereign state, and to subjugate it. And so if Putin still has this objective, it means that even if tomorrow there was not one Russian soldier left in Ukrainian territory, Russia could still very well continue missile strikes and bombing Ukraine for years into the future. So how can that be stopped? What can be done to prevent that?
They run out of money.
Putin has to decide to change, and we see there's no desire on his part to have a change of heart. He has no desire to allow Ukraine to become a normal country.
Oh no, I'm just guessing.
He wishes to see its destruction. And so I think that the probability that Putin would continue attacking Ukraine, very cheaply, by the way, if he's doing missile strikes, is something that's very realistic. What would this do? Well, why don't we crush the economy? There's going to be no rebuilding of Ukraine while it's still under missile strikes. There's no international insurance. Business would not restart. Currently, unemployment rate is about 26% in Ukraine.
There's people still working?
IDPs, that is internally displaced persons.
How is she still working in Ukraine? That's crazy.
Outside the country, millions more. This would destroy the country, and I think that's what Putin plans. So what's the other option? The other option, which I think is most likely how the war will end, and something that we should be pushing for, is the collapse of the Putin regime. The Putin regime has three tenets upon which it can collapse. One tenet is obviously the military. If the soldiers tomorrow, like in 1916, decide they no longer wish to fight, then Putin really has a problem. Or they turn against the government, or they start to shoot their officers, or they start to have a Prigozhin moment where they, decide to ride on Rostov. This could change everything quickly. The other option is the economy. Look, the ruble has lost about 52% of its value so far this year alone. The ruble has a high chance of hyperinflation due to the fact that the government has pumped billions of dollars domestically, burning a ton of foreign currency to do that. The central bank has tried to control it by increasing interest rates last week from 8.5% to 9.5%. But ultimately, the Putin government is more interested in keeping Putin popular, and so they keep with the public expenditures. Those public expenditures are creating a bubble, and that bubble is going to burst. I don't know any economist who's arguing the contrary. Every American economist I spoke to, every article that's come out in major Western newspapers, New York Times, Financial Times, has said exactly the same thing. There is a bubble that is now building in Russia, and it's going to bust. So if the ruble were to hyperinflate, I think it could end the war. And the third option is a political change. That political change could be a coup, it could be assassination, or it could be, the economy collapses or the military
it's technically
collapses,
right,
which then forces Putin to flee, something like this. But in any case, I think that the most likely end to this war is going to be due to domestic reasons within Russia. And that's what the West should be supporting.
Okay, then I'm going to check out this other video right now. He didn't say how long it was going to take, but I feel like 3 years max. We don't know. I don't know. But yeah, like how are people there just like, you know what? I don't know. Check out the next one right now. But like, subscribe. See you guys later. Hope you have a good day or night, and bye.